Hi there, I'm Christine Dunbar from speechmodification.com, and this is my Smart American Accent Training. Welcome to our Word of the Day series, where I've been taking your requests for words you'd like help to pronounce in American English. Today's request was for the words Atlanta and Atlantic, and the viewer specifically wanted to know about how to move from the T to the L in Atlanta and Atlantic. But we'll also look at some other quirks about these words, and there are a couple of different ways you'll hear native speakers pronouncing them that are correct. So we'll help you to understand the sounds and the stress patterns in these words to say them fluently and easily in your everyday speech. First of all, let's look at the word Atlanta. And what you'll hear is the tricky part about saying Atlanta is how we handle the T's in this word. So I would say for the most part, most native speakers will use firstly a stopped T in the first syllable. So rather than saying Atlanta, that doesn't flow very smoothly from the tongue. Often when we have a T followed by a consonant sound in both in linking between words and within a word, native speakers are going to make a stopped T there, which means I do move my tongue up to make the T, but I don't release it. So rather than at with a release of air, I lift up Atlan, and I release my air and my voice right into the L sound. So you don't want to leave it out, not Atlanta, and you don't want to stop it too far back in the throat, but getting ready for that L, marking the T by lifting the tongue and stopping the air, and then releasing into the L. Atlanta. You'll hear that second syllable of Atlanta is stressed. That's marked with a stress marker before the stress syllable, and it has the A vowel. In the dictionary, you're going to see that there's an A vowel in the first syllable as well, but you can hear when I'm saying Atlanta that I have a clear A in this syllable, but in the first syllable at, I'm not really opening and using that clear A any longer. It's not Atlanta, but rather Atlanta. So that first vowel is very reduced, very short. May mean that it sounds a little bit more like an red tent vowel, or even like an as in it. What you want is to be very lax, very short, and very reduced on the vowel. So even if I use a full Atlanta, I really want to be very, very short and hear a big difference between this here and this long stressed in this syllable. So I wrote it this way to have you think about it being more like an et or an it, and again, using your stop T, Atlanta. So that's very short. Then this T here, we often also drop. So when words have an NT in the middle, native speakers often leave that T out. Rather than Atlanta, I might be more likely to say Atlanta. So I just move right into the final A, which is a schwa sound and sounds like So thinking about it like Lana rather than Lanta. Yes, okay, so that's Atlanta. Very different. You can say Atlanta. I would say probably if you put that first T in, that's the one that's definitely never going to be pronounced with a true T. Atlanta sounds very accented to me and non-fluent. If you say the second T, Atlanta, that will be, you'll hear the native speakers do that sometimes as well. Most typically, though, you're going to hear something more like Atlanta. Similar, almost the same patterns in Atlantic, that we have, again, second syllable stress with a clear A in the land. We have that first short reduced A vowel and a stop T in the first syllable, Atlantic. And then same thing where we might omit that T and say just more of a lanic rather than lantic. Again, this T is optional. I would say you can say Atlantic, and I do hear native speakers say that quite a bit, but you don't want this T, not Atlantic. You can also do Atlantic with no T. So when you can say Atlanta and Atlantic, by themselves naturally and easily. You do want to start practicing in some short phrases, because what you'll find is that when you master a word, it doesn't necessarily come with the new correct pronunciation when you're speaking in conversation. That's just because our mouth relies on motor habits for speech, and we can't always be thinking specifically about what to do. Whereas when I'm just saying the word, I can really focus on getting those sounds. So once you can say the word, make some very short phrases with the word and begin to practice at higher levels. So for example, the temperature in Atlanta is very hot. Atlanta is a very diverse city. The Atlantic Ocean is between North America, Europe, and Africa. We're going to the Atlantic coast to see the shorebirds. Okay, thank you for that request. I hope that helped you with your specific request about that first T and gave you some additional information about the other T and the other vowel sounds in the words Atlanta and Atlantic. If you have a request you'd like to see as part of our series, do feel free to leave that in the comments for this video or any of my videos. I'll be back again tomorrow with another Word of the Day class, and also tomorrow is Friday, so we'll have our Friday live question and answer class. That's on YouTube. You attend by clicking the links, going to the class, and then you can type your questions in the comments and I'll answer them for you live. People ask about pronunciation, intonation, sounds of English, anything to help them improve their overall communication in American English. I hope you'll join us. Thank you so much for those of you who have subscribed to the channel, who have joined our Facebook group, and especially those of you who have joined the channel as channel members. I really appreciate your support, and I look forward to bringing you our members-only class on Sundays. Channel members, remember that you can ask your questions at any time throughout the week, and I answer them for you on Sundays. Whether or not you can attend the live class, you get your answers right away. If you haven't yet checked out channel membership, you can click the join button and check that out. We do have a free Word of the Day course on our website, speechmodification.com, that includes these videos as well as definitions for the words and other resources to help you improve. Check that out as well. All of our courses are either free or under $2, so they're a great resource for improving your pronunciation and American accent. That's on speechmodification.com. Thanks everyone, and I hope to see you again tomorrow. I'm Christine Dunbar from speechmodification.com. Remember, if you want to sound like a native speaker, you can do it. speechmodification.com. Bye everyone. Hope to see you again soon.